Hi, everybody. Okay, we're back with part two of why far too many coaching businesses are failing and what you need to do to avoid them. So the first thing, the first marketing piece when it comes to why coaching businesses are failing is that far too many coaches and quite frankly, their businesses as a result of lacks clarity when it comes to your niche and your your messaging. So as we know, like your niche is the root of all things marketing. It is where all of your content, your copy, your offers, everything stems from knowing your niche, knowing and having absolute clarity around that. So that is exactly who your ideal clients are, what they're struggling with, what they want to accomplish in their life, and how you and your coaching services is going to be the solution to that, right? So far too many coaches lack this clarity and lack this absolute like real crystal clear clarity around that. And as a result, what happens is they may be putting content out or maybe doing things and it's just completely missing the mark. You're either not converting at all because it's just not attracting anybody in, or you're attracting the wrong people. And when the wrong people come through your pipeline, they're not a good fit for you, or they're not ready to invest in you, or something or the other, right? And so when you're not clear on that, it also makes it very difficult for you to create offers that your people want, right? So again, creating offers that are not aligned is also a big part of not being clear on your niche. Because when you are clear on your niche and you know who your ideal people are and you know what they're struggling with, you can then go about creating offers that solves that problem. But until you know that, your offers are always going to miss the mark. Your offers are always going to just end up being that thing that you put out and you try to promote, but it never converts, right? So the first thing, like I said, is not being clear on your niche and your messaging, right? Which your messaging comes from being clear on your niche. Okay, cool. The second thing when it comes to a marketing and a business piece to succeeding in your coaching business is being consistent in your visibility, right? So far too many coaching businesses are failing because they're just not consistent enough when it comes to their visibility. They're showing up here and there, they're showing up on that platform, then that platform, and they're just not consistent when it comes to building that presence online or building that presence even if you're doing it offline, right? But it's just not consistent in your visibility. So listen, your marketing, you guys, your marketing is all about consistency. This is how you build know, like, and trust factor with your ideal clients and your target market. This is how you build credibility. This is how you build connection with your people. And I love to use the example of dating just because it's so easy to apply in this scenario. Think about it like this. If you're dating someone and you are trying to get to know them, right? And you want to invest your future and your life with this partner or this person, it becomes very difficult to do that if this person is just popping in and out of your life, right? If you hear from them today and you don't hear from them until 2 weeks later, and there's no consistency in how they are showing up for you, it makes it very difficult for you to, one, build a connection with that person, and two, build trust with that person, right? And so the same is true for your audience. The same is true for your marketing and your audience. Your audience, you need to date your audience. You need to make sure your audience sees you consistently, because this is how you establish yourself as an authority figure. This is how you establish yourself as someone that they can trust and they would want to learn from and eventually buy from, right? And invest with. So one of the main reasons, again, why a lot of coaching businesses fail is because they're just not showing up consistently. They're showing up whenever they feel like it, or they're showing up whenever they feel inspired. And that just does not cut it if you want to build a business that creates long-term success, right? Okay, cool. The third thing is, and it kind of plays into thing number two, and the third thing is not taking the time to connect and build relationships, right? Meaning, If you're just showing up and you're just trying to sell, 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 and you're not taking the time to actually build a connection with your people before, after, and even during the sale, it people, like, your audience is going to catch on real fast, and it's going to be really difficult for them to, again, feel safety and trust with you to want to continue to invest with you, right? So building relationships is pivotal to business. It is pivotal to business, okay? And it's how you create long-term revenue in your business, because it's never just about getting a lead. It's also about what you do when you get that lead, right? You have to nurture your audience. It's never just about building a community. It's what you do when you have the community. You have to nurture it. It makes absolutely no sense to spend money on Facebook ads or build an email list or create a group or any sort of a community if you're not going to take the time to nurture that. If you're not going to take the time to nurture your list, nurture your leads, nurture your community, right? So one of the main reasons I think that a lot of coaching businesses fail is because they're lacking this, right? They're here, they launch, they leave. They post, they ghost, they leave, right? That's not what this game is about. This is about long-term presence and building connection and building relationships with your people. Because what happens when you build relationships is you get referrals, you get repeat customers, so you retain your customers, right? You get loyal customers that send other people, again, referrals, right? And those people who buy from you continue to buy from you. And you're able to establish yourself as a credible authority figure or a credible person that is here for the long run, because they're seeing who you are and they're building that relationship with you the entire way, versus being someone who's just in and out of their news feeds whenever you just have something to launch. So I cannot stress the importance of this one enough, because consumers are smarter, more smart now than ever, right? And consumers are on to how this whole industry works. They're on to how sales works and how launching works and how all this stuff works. And they're really looking to feel a connection with the people that they're investing in, right? Because here's the cold hard facts, you guys. Humans are wired for connection. It's in our DNA, and data shows, like the science and the data shows, that we make our buying decisions based on the emotional connection, and a positive emotional connection that we feel to either the person we're buying from, the thing we're buying, or the company, the brand that you're buying from. So it's so, so important to take the time to build that connection and nurture that connection with your audience. And the companies and the businesses and the coaches that do, those are the ones that thrive in business. Okay, that was thing number 3. Thing number 4, this is the catalyst to all of this, right? This is when you don't have a clear marketing strategy or plan in place to generate leads, and then a sales process to convert those leads into paying clients. So this one is kind of a twofold, but they go hand in hand, okay? So again, the businesses that fail, and again, fail is a big, heavy word, but the businesses that does not succeed or struggle to create long-term success are the ones that do not have a clear marketing plan and a scalable sales system in place. I mean, I'm not even going to say scalable, just having a sales system in place. Those are the ones that actually burn out and fail, right? Because again, as a marketer and as a business owner, your leads is the lifeline of your business, right? The leads are the thing that constantly generates revenue in your business. And if you don't have leads, you don't have sales. If you don't have sales, you don't have income and revenue. And if you don't have income and revenue, you're not in business, right? So you want to make sure that you have a strategy and a marketing plan in place to generate leads consistently into your business, and then have a sales process in place that moves those leads into becoming paying clients. So whether that's through a phone call, whether that's through emails, whether that's through a launch process, whatever that looks like, you want to make sure that you have that process in place, because that's what creates consistent income in your business. And without consistent income, you're just riding that income roller coaster. and your business is going to be some months good and some months not so good. And it's going to be like clients here and then no clients for months or whatever the case may be. And that's just not a sustainable way to grow a business. So that's my quick 4 things, you guys, in part 2 of why coaching businesses fail, why far too many coaching businesses fail. Again, it is not being clear on the niche and the messaging, being inconsistent with your visibility and your marketing, not taking the time to nurture and to build and nurture your relationships, and not having a clear marketing strategy and sales process in place. Those are my 5 things. Again, if you want to watch the 5 things that was in part 1, that's going to be linked around this video someplace. I'm going to pop that link for you to watch that, where we went into the mindset pieces, because the mindset piece is equally as important. And today we covered, again, the message, the marketing and the business piece. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more videos like this and more trainings like this, go ahead and join my free Facebook group, The Connected Entrepreneur. That link is also going to be somewhere around this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.